Let's carry on with that story. The National Prosecuting Authority has confirmed is adding charges against Gumede. She and her co-accused will now also be accused of racketeering. I'm joined by NPA spokesperson Sipho Ngwema to explain further. Mr. Ngwema, previously during the 2 years that we've been watching this case, we heard 374 pages of the indictment from the NPA, 2,786 charges. Can you clarify if these today are additional charges to the ones she's already facing, or if these are new ones relating to a separate matter?
Good day, and thanks for having us once again. Indeed, we have added more charges of racketeering to the indictment. So the indictment was amended today when it was served on the accused. So we are going to have a number of racketeering charges after the National Director of Public Prosecution authorized the addition of those charges against the accused.
So what is the next process from the racketeering charges? What comes up next?
What comes up next is that they will then have to defend themselves against these charges and the other 2,786. So you can add, I think, about 5 more racketeering charges counts there. And what then should happen is that on the 30th of November, we should be able to go back to court, then deal with the management of pre-trial issues, and we have set a date for the 18th of July for the starting of the trial, once everything has been sorted out on the 30th of November.
All right, so 30th of November, the trial begins. How will this interfere with her case schedule for next year?
Look, the trial only begins on the 18th of July, but on the 30th of November, they are going to deal with everything that may be an impediment to that case starting on the 18th of November. So the management of all issues and the clearing of all issues in order for the case to start on the 18th of July. So we're hoping that from the 30th of November is going to be our systems go in order for the trial to start. You know that today the matter was delayed because some of the accused changed their lawyers, and they're also looking for further particulars, and we need to make sure that in terms of the particulars they're looking for, they're able to be furnished. So that delay came from the accused. And also when you have a number of legal representatives like you have in this case, it's difficult to find a date, and this is why we're only able to find a date in July next year for the beginning of the trial.
Mr. Ngwema, this is quite a big case, 21 accused, 374-page indictment, 2,786 charges, plus the charges that were added today. The accused seem to say that they want to maintain their innocence. How confident is the NPA with such a big case?
We are very confident that we have a good case. Of course, as I said, we're able to serve the indictment, and then they'll have to defend themselves on those 2,786 plus charges, given the fact that we are going to add more counts today. So they should be able to defend themselves, and we'll see at the end of the trial what the presiding officer says. But we have no doubt that our case is credible, our witnesses are credible, and we have a good case against the accused.
And of course, I assume the NPA understands the sensitivity around corruption and South Africa, and this kind of case, understanding that this kind of case would restore public confidence into the NPA and just law enforcement agencies.
There's no doubt about that. You must remember the message is clear. All of us are equal before the law, and there's nobody more powerful enough to evade justice. So anyone who's accused of having committed an offense and there's credible evidence against those people must go to a court of law. It's going to be transparent, it's going to be public, and we are hoping that people will be able to see justice being done, and those who are guilty should be able to serve the time.
All right, thank you very much. That is, of course, spokesperson of the National Prosecuting Authority, Sipho Ngwema.